Well, hey, everybody out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. I look great, don't I? I've been doing crap all night, like just taking stuff apart out in the garage, doing a scrap run and really, really embracing my masculine energy. And, you know, I don't know if it's necessarily a strictly masculine thing to do when you are doing scrap and you're ripping shit apart and you're just like, doing all kinds of stuff like that. But it does feel pretty good. And, you kind of have that swagger we call big dick energy. You get the big dick energy going and, you just walk in to the room like for a fact you got the biggest dick in there. And it's just like, that confidence. You can exude confidence in a masculine way or a feminine way. And I think we all have that duality of energy. Samuel, Samuel, la la la. Anyway, he's not answering, and you can see my security cams in the back there. So yes, I do have security, and and I thought, hey Sam, could you bring me my phone? I heard the stupid thing bling 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 out there. So anyway, I gotta share my show. How can I share my show without my phone? Well, I mean, I suppose there's a way. I could probably do, both, but I can't really see the stream yard when I am like doing things on another window. What, honey? Is it plugged in? It's what? Look on the thing. Okay. I don't see it there. Oh, God bless it. Thank you, Sam. You're a wonderful person. Thank you so much for helping me find my phone. Yeah, it's I do stuff like that all the time. Sometimes I'll even have it in my hand and be like, "Where's my phone?" That's when I'm exhibiting my female energy, my feminine energy. But no, it's the masculine energy today, and I think it's good, and I think that as women we need to embrace that, really, because it's hey Mort, how you doing? It's the masculine energy that we use to really, um, build ourselves up or have that bravado, like I got this kind of thing, and we need that when we're going on a job interview or when we're trying to wrangle a bunch of kids. Come on, kids, get in the van. You just have to kind of, push your weight around a little bit and show them who's boss and just sort of get everybody in line. And honestly, doing madam, just being the dom. I do exhibit quite a lot of masculine energy and I like it. I'm not going to even try and lie about it. I like it. And I think I'm kind of always been a little bit of a tomboy. And so then, yeah, when you do the when you do the dom thing, you kind of get your masculine energy going, and it's a good thing. Um, we're a balance of, masculine and feminine, good and evil. I mean, we're a little bit of everything, and I think in order to fully realize our potential, we have to embrace it all. You know, they call it the shadow side of you, which would mean, like your little evil side, your little evil twin over here going, yeah, do it, do it. And then the good one says, no, no, don't. No, it'd be bad. But, you end up listening to, yeah, let's do it. And so, then you tend to be exhibiting your masculine energy at that point. And it's good though. I mean, most of the time, it helps me to rip apart engine parts and fix things and where's my 3/8. It's fun. So I love the garage. I love to work with tools, and I love to fix things. And I've always been kind of a mechanical person. And I remember when when I was a girl in probably high school, maybe 15, maybe a little bit older than that, but still a teenager, I believe. And my I had on a white outfit because I'd gone to this job at the mall, selling jewelry or some silly thing like that. Anyway, I had to get a ride from my stepdad, and he had a load of scrap ready to go to the scrapyard. So by golly, we were going to go there while I was in my white clothes. Fun stuff. But yeah, I learned to take everything in stride at that point and just go with the flow, because you never know what life's going to throw at you. Speaking of, life is throwing at me something interesting. I'm moving, and I'm not unhappy about it. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going yet, so I'm going to get a camper. I'm going to live in the camper until I decide where I'm going and what I'm doing. And so I think it's going to be a really fun summer, really fun. And I just have not ever had that amount of freedom before. And getting rid of all of my things is part of it. I'm getting rid of like 98% of everything that I own, which is a lot. I mean, it's a lot. My friend Terry and I did an abundance spell. I had nothing. I had no clothes in my closet. I had nothing that would fit me. And she had just one grandchild, you know, and now she has five. And I have more clothes than I can even, fathom. I had four closets full of clothes, and drawers and drawers and drawers full as well. So, but yeah, and when you pray for things, be sure it's what you want, because I got showered with abundance, and I'm very grateful and happy. But now it's time for me to liquidate the abundance and try to get some cash going, because I have some expenses coming up with the move and everything. And so that's going to be great. And the sale is April 21st through the 23rd. She was going to bill it as an eclectic sale. I had, I have collections of things. I don't ever just have one thing. I have multiples of that same thing, like like can openers even, and just everything that you could imagine. I have at least two or three, and it's just from all the years of people being here, and people like working, living here and stuff, and then they bring their stuff, and then they leave the stuff when they go. And so then, yeah, and plus, like, because the shop is way out there, and the house is way up here, they'd buy two of everything, so they can leave one at the house, and they don't have to run down and get one every time they want it, which I get. The staple gun is like that. I have an electric stapler, and it's nice. And I'm always like, oh crap, I got to run down to the garage to get the stapler, or oh shoot, it's in the house. So yeah, it's a bit of a jaunt, but it's okay. It's good exercise. And I'm going to have to make sure I still get exercise when I move. And so, but I think, we'll be at places where it's conducive to hiking and fishing and things like that. First thing I'm going fishing. I've lived on the river all these years. Never did I ever go fishing in the river. And so, it's time to go fishing, like for real. And I'm going to go trout fish. And I am a very good angler, if I do say so myself. I think I'm going to catch some fish. So I'm not just going to go fishing for them, I'm going to catch them. And so, anyways, yeah, I just kind of, today is just a sharing day, because I really, I was going to do some things with bondage and whatnot, but time got away from me. And before I know it, I'm like, oh dear God, what time is it? 10:09. Oh, great. I haven't missed it yet. But, I was a bit late. And so I didn't really, put all that stuff together, but I did want to share with everyone that I'm moving from my place on the river to a camper, and we're just gonna go see Iowa and get out a little bit because oh, you got trout today, Andrew, you lucky duck. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I just we did scrap today and some other stuff, and I'm gonna just keep going forward, and if you happen to have a toy hauler that you're looking to sell, that's kind of what I'm looking for. And I kind of I'm leaning towards SUV instead of pickup truck. I like SUVs better, and it gives you more, I don't know, space to have stuff. Like I could put a bunch of stuff inside the SUV and pack it, and then I don't have to get rid of absolutely everything. I mean, I'm getting rid of 98%, I'd say, of everything that I own. My art, I have, rock memorabilia. I have just so much stuff. I have silver and, that silver plate stuff, pictures and this and that, and some really cool stuff. I mean, a lot of, I have carnival glass and I have Vaseline glass. Oh, man. If you guys have never seen Vaseline glass, I'm going to show you some because it's really freaking cool. I hope it'll show up on camera. It probably will. I'll see if I can find my blacklight flashlight though first. At places like Harbor Freight, you can go and get a blacklight flashlight. And then when you go to certain, I don't know, antique malls or really anywhere, you take along the blacklight flashlight and it will show you things that were previously hidden. It's fun and frivolous, and you gotta try it sometime. So I gotta grab something real quick. Hang on. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so here we go. Oh, I'm gonna show these to you guys. They're really neat. These actually were my grandparents. I did not know this about them, but my grandparents used these to toast their wedding. My grandma had told me that, and they're green depression glass because depression glass is comes in different colors, but this is the green, and it's very pretty. And so then let's see, let's turn this so the lights are there. We go. So, anyways, it's very pretty, and it has a little I don't know, grape leaf pattern or something on it. And they use these to toast their wedding in 1924, I want to say. 1924. Oh, it's got a crack. Dang nabbit. Anyways, they're 100 years old. So, anyways, here's the thing. And you can see it's glowing. They glow. They glow in black light. So, if you ever are out and about and you see some green depression glass, give it a little light and see is it Vaseline glass. So it's fun to collect, and it's so glowy. I just love it. And they make marbles that glow. And so I have several of those, and several other pieces of glassware, like a bowl and a serving tray, and then there's this big huge fruit bowl. And I mean, I really don't need a bunch of glassware anymore. I used to enjoy displaying it and getting it out and using it at the holidays and stuff, but now it's kind of I'm just over it. And honestly, I want to simplify my life. And in order to do that, I have to get rid of a lot of stuff. And I think that people put too much stock in stuff. And here's why. Because How much of that stuff can you take with you when you die? Not a thing, nothing. And so I think it's just, we all have to get used to the idea of I'm not going to have this stuff with me for the long haul. And when I mean the long haul, I mean the long haul. When you're going and you're not coming back. So, and I basically have said I'm not coming back to Iowa, I mean to the Quad Cities, partially because I've had enough of the Quad Cities to last a lifetime, and no one else is here from my family. I'm the last one, basically, So um, I just am not. It's not really a priority for me to be here, And I've done all of it, and now it's time to move on and do something more fun and exciting, and maybe meet people along the way, and share my masculine energy with others. Here's my one of my favorite hats. It's got the dragon, but then if you say, oh hey, howdy, how's it going? You look up, what? Would you like, hey, you want some gas, ma'am? Would you like some gas for your car today? How about I wash your windshield? Would you like that? Wash your windshield a little bit? I know I'm goofy. That's part of the fun, of being in my in my inner circle is the fact that I am kind of goofy, and sometimes I'm fun even. I'm just always goofy though. This is my daughter's baby teeth. They're in there with some little teeny tiny precious stones, some, I think there's some tanzanite in there, and you know amethyst and whatnot. So but that's yeah, tonight's the full moon too, folks. So if you can get out and strip down and give yourself a moon bath. If it's a little too chilly for stripping down, just go out there and stand and lift your face up to it. Feel the moon beams on your face and your body, and take your stones out to cleanse them. And oh, thanks, Mort. You're fun too, Mort. You're a fun guy. Not like in the mushroom sense of fun guy. You're a fun guy. Not a fun guy. Yeah, anyway. I was thinking mycelial today, because that's another kind of term for fungus, mycelial. You get a mycelial infection. That's never good. But anyway, yeah. So I was out in the garage, and I'm thinking about welding. So I had to call upon my masculine energy in order to be able to weld. Because I used to think when I was growing up, when something broke down, my grandma said, call the man. Just call the man and we'll get him in here, and he'll fix everything for us, So I thought right away that you must have to have testicles and a penis to be able to repair things, especially if it had anything to do with plumbing. You'd have to have, testicles and a penis to even make heads or tails of any of that stuff. Because my grandmother wouldn't even consider looking at things. It was like, oh, darn, it doesn't work. Call the man. Don't even mess around with it. He'll just get mad because you messed around with it. And I'm like, for real? And so then I'm like, oh, hell no. We're not calling anybody for this one. I'm going to take a look at that. And I don't care what it is, and I'll try anything once. And I don't like to get zapped, but I do some electrical. I did, actually. I put in a GFI. So it really wasn't terribly hard, but it was a good enough job that I thought, well, I was pretty proud of myself, really, that I didn't call the man. So yeah, it's just been that way my whole life. And I don't know what your experience has been, but yeah, I didn't really grow up learning how to fix stuff, because Grandma would have to call the man. So anyway, yeah, I always think that in my head, like, oh, now it's broken. Somebody better call the man. Like, yeah, like he knew what he was doing all the time. Well, he may have, but most don't. And that's the thing. See, most guys nowadays don't get any more training than I did at things like car repair or how to fix a toaster or something, how do you solder, if something comes loose, a wire comes loose. If you can solder that, you can fix it. Well, a lot of people just don't have any idea how to solder. It's kind of a lost thing. I think people just don't work with their hands and do things like that anymore. And it's kind of sad, really, because those are going to be lost talents, someday maybe. And I think we got to keep on top of stuff. Learn a new skill every week or maybe every month. It takes 20 hours of practicing a new skill to be able to master it. So if you wanted to learn how to play guitar, say for example, and you practiced for 20 hours, and it doesn't have to be 20 hours straight, but a total of 20 hours, and it was, fairly consecutive, like you went week by week, then you could literally be able to play a song or probably two on the guitar. So keep that in mind when you're thinking, oh, geez, that's just too much to try and learn. Probably isn't. So add skills every week to your repertoire, even if it's small, something small. Well, I learned how to dice with by hand with a knife. I'd always used a dicer machine, whatever it might be. I don't know. Whatever makes you guys happy. So, follow your passion, find what makes you happy, and then go do some of it. Don't let things wait. And I think if you let things wait, they just don't happen. It's like making goals with no timeline, with no time frame to them. That just probably won't happen, at least for me, because I have to have a deadline. I have to know, well, when is this due? Because how could I possibly procrastinate all the way to the end if I didn't know when the end was? So, yeah, I do that. Here comes Bob. Bobber, come on, Bob. Here, Bob, come on. Come on, Bob. Bob's my buddy. Come on, Bob. What are you doing? Come on. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go to my bed. Thanks, lady. He likes his bed. He's got a Pikachu blanket in his bed, so he's a happy little guy. Well, he's not really a little guy anymore. Bob's pretty big. He's Big Bob. And so anyways, yeah, Bob's a good cat. On Monday night on Ask Madam, I had a great guest, Gussie Dupp, and she is a tarot reader, psychic medium, just a great person, and with a great birthday. And so, anyways, it was fun having her on the show, and I'm sure she'll be haunting the Skeleton Key network regularly now. At least I hope so. And then here's Bob. Come here, Bob. Bob. Come here, Bob. Be on TV. Come here, Bobby. Come here. Oh, don't be a squid. Come here, big boy. Bob's huge. Oh, Bob, be on TV. There you go. There's the bobber. Bob's so suave, He's suave and debonair. He's got his own shirt and tie on, because he's a tuxedo cat. He really does have a shirt and tie. It's pretty funny. He'll lay on his back with his arms up, and he's got like a shirt and tie. So yeah, it's pretty good. And Sally's doing good. She's around here somewhere, scampering about. Had teriyaki tacos for dinner, and they were delicious. I'm telling you what. Just a box mix, but god dang, they were good. And so, and I made, of course, homemade guacamole because that's, holy moly, it's guacamole. And that's good stuff. And when it's fresh like that, oh, so good for you too. Yeah, missed it. Well, go back more and you can catch it. I think on Skeleton Key Network or things, or you could check out my YouTube. And it was last Monday's show. And yeah, it was fun. And we talked a lot about just how everything is changing and shifting, the universe is shifting, and it's creating like ripples and or something, just weird occurrences. Like for me, I could have swore Sam was like in a certain room, that I had just seen him there, and then here he comes from the other direction. I'm like, what the heck, where did you come from? I thought you were just in this room. And that too, the I put a tool down and I went to pick it up, and it was like not the same, as I had put it down. And I'm like, what is going on here? And my daughter said she'd kind of experienced something similar to that, and that it bothered her badly, like for days, because she didn't know what was going on. It's like, am I going crazy? What the heck's going on here? And so, yeah, you just don't know. And so I'm kind of like, what's happening with the universe? If anybody knows what's happening with the universe and you're pretty sure about it, let me know, because I'm interested. And you can catch me at skeletonskeywitches@gmail.com. So, Bob, quit it. Bob, he's always into something. He's a bad kitty. Bob's a bad kitty. Today, I did not wear makeup today, and I don't even care, because I am rocking my masculine energy. So, I don't care, because boys don't give a crap about makeup. They're just going to go out and get dirty in the shop again anyway. Sometimes I will wear a skirt to the shop, because even though you're rocking out your masculine energy, it doesn't mean that you can't look feminine doing so, just like trannies, trannies look very feminine, but they're still rocking out some masculine energy. Oh lordy, I love me some trannies. um and so anyway, oh, thank you, Mort, you're very kind to say that. But yes, I do have my Oscar Mayer shirt on. This was belonged to my stepdad, Mark, and he worked at Kraft or Oscar Mayer for some time. And somebody, I had one on. I think it was one of the coats. I had it on in the elevator at Palmer, and so somebody said to me, "Do you know the Oscar Mayer Wiener song?" And I said, "Do I?" Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. That is what I'd truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Oh, there's one for the history books. But yes, I do know the Wiener song, and I'm a proud owner of a Wiener whistle. It's out in the shop still, but yes, I do have a Wiener whistle. You wouldn't be a proper Wiener fan without it. So anyway, and sometimes, speaking of wieners, I pop on my strap on from time to time, just to kind of get on top of that masculine energy. And if I'm feeling a little less than truly confident, lacking a little self confidence or something, I'll pop that baby on, and I'll start to feel more confident with it just kind of hanging around down there. I don't know what it is, but it really does rock out my masculine energy. I mean, I guess it's because you're sort of imagining yourself with that sort of hardware, and then you feel like like a big guy. Uh, oh gosh, because I don't ever have a small one. It's always quite weighty. So, but yeah, it's good. And so, ladies, if you are feeling a little bit less than confident, go get a strap on, strap that baby on, and get some big dick energy going. And when you walk in a room, think, I'm the guy with the biggest dick in here, and just be confident in yourself, and just feel it, because it's good. We all have to really, I think I have to push a lot sometimes to maintain my self confidence. And it's not always easy, but you have to. And because one of the things that's an attractant for other people is self confidence. So if you want, if you're trying to attract a man, or even if you're just trying to attract, the kind of things that you want in your life, like if you're manifesting, you have to have that confidence factor to make things work. If you don't feel confident in your ability, or if you don't feel confident in your appearance, or how you interact with others, then you're gonna blow it, and you just have to be confident that you'll be able to do the right thing, or rise to the occasion when it comes, or just be able to perform when necessary. And you guys got it. You can do it. It's all in there. You just have to let it out. And in embracing our masculine side, we do, I think, a lot of that. That's the part of us that says bring it. And we do. So keep rocking it, ladies and gents out there. And embrace your other side, because if you're masculine, now and then it's good to embrace the feminine side. Have a little tea party for yourself, or uh put on, some under things or whatever. Who cares, just, be, do some homemaking things, maybe, or baking or something. And that maybe would help you get in touch with your feminine side a little bit more, because they're both inside of us. We're this walking dichotomy of, of ideas and feelings and stuff. And I think we all have, we're sort of fragmented until we can kind of pull them all together and make this one, you know, human being that's a superhuman. I think as we get older, and if we get wiser, we start to turn into these superhumans, where we know a lot more information. We know a lot more about how to direct our feelings and our thoughts, how to corral them and make them into what we want, because really your life is what you think it is. And I know that that's kind of shocking for people, but yes, it really truly is. It's what you think it is. And if you think your life is miserable and horrible and it's always going to be the same, guess what? Oh my God, it is going to be the same. Hello, Rocky. Nice to see you, or hear from you. Nice to hear from you. So anyway, but yeah, you really have to that about what you want, and then how would I get it, and that's the start of manifestation, and you have to have that confidence to make things happen. um you can't just like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll try, I don't know if I can do it though. That's not going to happen. That's going to get you nowhere. So yeah, you got to have that confidence factor in. Yeah, I got this. I can do this. This is not a problem. I'm going to make it happen. So yeah, I can and I will. That's one of my favorites. It's yes I can, and yes I will, and I'm already working on it. So, but tonight, yeah, you have to think like that. You have to I always think of, what will I feel when I finally get the thing that I want? um how does that feel to me? And what are some of the things I'll be thinking when I get it, because it's coming. And that you have to just be oh wow. Yeah, the carpet shampooer. He needed a carpet shampooer. Next thing you know, he found one. And that's the thing. If you want something from the universe, say it. Say, I need blah, blah, whatever it is. And then maybe write it down. I need a new vacuum or whatever. And then see how long it takes for that thing to show up somewhere. To be as affordable as you need it to be. If you only got a $20 budget, you can say, I need to get a vacuum for $20, and I'm betting you it'll happen. If you're a business person, And when things have kind of slowed a bit, think to yourself, I want a new client. And I'm going to, say that they'll be a 6 foot, brown hair, blue eyes, male, looking for siding or whatever it is that you're, offering. And just watch, somebody will come that fits that description. You just wait. It's really, it's amazing, it's incredible, and to do it is like magic. So there you go. Never stop believing in magic, because it is real and it's out there, and it's incredible. So keep on manifesting. Keep rocking out your masculine energy. Keep tuning into my show. Keep subscribing on my YouTube. And keep liking my videos. Keep following the Skeleton Key Network. Keep contacting me at skeletонkeywitches@gmail.com. And oh, more. You got everything any woman would want. So you should be self-confident in your abilities. So and you're a pleaser. You're a people pleaser. So you should have no trouble there. And so I would say to all of you, rock out your masculine energy and tune into me next Monday at 9 p.m. on the Skeleton Key Network for another edition of Ask Madam. And in the meantime, happy Easter, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again on the flip side. So good night and blessed be.